So this ace jack's only 27%. So it's a real bother actually based on those odds. On the turn when the jack comes, what jack was that? Jack of spades, wasn't it? He's 18%. So he's made a monster mistake on the turn. I mean, I was going to say, I'm just trying to work out the pot equity or not. But basically, if you look at how much he's put in, right, there's 3.1 there, and he's bunged it in. So he's calling off his tournament life here, near as damn it here, to win 7,000. So he's calling 4-3 to win 7. Nowhere near the right pot odds. And this is a big mistake by the ace jack. And he gets, I mean, 18% on the turn, and he gets so lucky there. I have to say, Chiriwaza, really, really unlucky. Look at that queen. That's pretty sick. 11,000 chips on a huge slice of luck there. Oof. And here we go. A few hands later, you're not going to believe this. Watch this. We get a raise. We get a call from the big stack, 89 off here. The flop comes down 7-9-2. It's bet 750, gets flat called, the heart comes on the turn, and look at this, all in here, snap called with the nut flush. He hits the flush again. Just a few hands later, he hits the flush again. What's the odds of that? Ace 10 versus queens. Unbelievable. And again, another huge pot, up to 16,000. Well, there you go, people. Big slices of luck twice there. Well, whilst we were looking at that there, just watch this. ZZ in real trouble here. Remember I said he was short stacked in the big blind? Watch this. We get a call in late position here. ZZ shoves, which is fair dues. Pims just elects to call that off with the small pair of threes. So really it's a coin flip with only a small favourite to the threes, but it's very small. The diamond, though, makes that very interesting because so many outs here don't help ZZ at all. Ace comes. Oh, wow, what a river. What a river there. And ZZ with a tasty bit of luck there in the river, giving him the straight. And he only had so many high cards that could hit him there, so the pole there does nicely. Gets a big double up, takes him up to 1,700. And then I think it's the next hand later. Well, if it's not next hand, it's one later. Look at this. Pim's in it again from the UK. The pole shoves all in. Pims is cheesed off and goes for it. It's ace king. It's a good hand versus queens. It's a race again, but decent queens. Flop no good to the ace king, so the queens are now looking very tasty. Two pair. And poor old Pims goes out, and ZZ doubles up again, up to 3.8 and back in the tournament. Well, it just shows you, man. Just shows you. Oh, just flipping around the Kanigo's table here, just seeing how he's got his stack. He's at 4.2, so he's been chipping away here. He won with a pair of twos a few hands earlier on, and just checked it down, and his twos held up. 360 bet here out in the country. Nemed re-pops him here. Kanigo goes all in, and he's gubbed here. Jacks v9s, he's in real trouble. Like Omaha, people, where you can be maybe a 40 to 30% dog, here he's only 17%. He's in real doodah. 82% these jacks are going to hold up. So under normal circumstances, it would be goodbye Kanigo, but look at that. Sick. The guy's got more luck than the Irish. And poor old Nemed. Full house to Kanigo with nines versus the jacks. So the two Norwegians here. I'm sure there'll be some banter in the chat box with them, but wow. Very unlucky, Nemed. And Kanigo, you're a gem, you get. Up to 6.2. He shouldn't be here by all rides, but he is. He's sitting here now at 6.9, so he's been working his way up. Nice one. Just checking the chat box on the table here. Look right there. Can you see that saying keep raise folding, please? So he accused me of being derogatory in the chat box, and then there he is typing that comment. And there's no rude comments before that comment. Interesting. Bit of pot kettle black there. Okay, let's go round the tables. Good old B1ZZ here, still carrying on with the aggression. Hasn't got the big stack he'd like, but oh, Charlie Horse is all in here. What's this? Hanjan saying you hurt my feelings. Whoa, some chat going on here. 10s v3, what? 3-9? I'll eat my shoes if that one. No way. I was going to say. Waiting for the 5. Well, Charlie Horse is gone. Let's get back to that table, people. It's a bit of banter in the chat box. We want to see the gossip, don't we? Back in a mo. Yeah, I was right. There's a lot of aggro going on in the chat box here. Ofari's in here. ZZ, Gather. Well, I don't think Gather's much in there, but definitely a bit of banter going on here between ZZ and Ofari. So let's try and see if we can find the hands that are causing the aggro. Also, I'm trying to scout these hands with the aggro in it. What Max? Oh, I just saw this hand here with Omax Power versus ZZ. Raise. ZZ repops him. Omax Power decides to go for it. Ace King, Ace Queen. Beautiful situation for ZZ as long as no Queen comes. Oh, King on the flop. And he's cooking with gas, and Omax Power goes out there, and that's a big hand there for ZZ, taking up to 8.4k. Well, I can't find the specific hand that they're all arguing over, so maybe they'll tell me in the video afterwards when we post it. Anyway, we'll come back. You just missed that hand there. Bit of a cool, well, not really a cool. It was blind v blind. We got a shot. We got a limp from early position here. Shoved by the small blind. Repop by Pekaya in the big blind. Obviously, the early limper goes out. 7s v kings. Not a lot you can do here on the bridge. Mind you, he gets a great flop there, 5, 6, 7, 8, up and down in, so that gives him a lot more outs. But board pairing, and no rescue on the river for only bridge, and he goes. It's a bit of a bummer. Well, D. Davids is one of the people that's still in here that can still win this, so watch this one, people. Just stumbled across this when I was going through the players here. Blinds are 100 and 200 here. Davids raise is 475. It's not a big raise. From that position, he gets repopped all in here by GZ. So basically, if he calls this off, he might as well call his tournament life off. He elects to go for it. I think he does. It's 9s v8, so it's a bit of a gamble with the 9s. It would only leave him with 600 left, but he's peachy here against the 8s. Flop comes down, turn. Look at that. That third spade must have made him fill his pants, but no river there to help GZ. And a big double up there for DD Davids. Takes him to 7.2k. And electing to go with it with the 9s there. Interesting limp. Shove here by Deuce. And Ace 2 calls off in the big blinds. And Deuce gets a double up there. Very interesting call there.